Anyway, that was way more than you asked for in your question about the rich and the poor, and do the rich have an obligation to help others. I do think, I will say this: when you guys come into a lot of money, because if you're here watching this and you own certain digital assets, you're going to make a lot of money. And I do believe it is part of your responsibility to be a good steward of that capital and also help others, whether that's in your community or for a specific cause, or if it's just your family. Everybody has their own preference and difference, but at scale, the family offices that we consult for and work with, they are very giving. They want to help others. They want to create value in society. They want to give back. Because, let's be real. If you've got hundreds of millions of dollars, after 20 million, what else are you going to buy? You bought the houses, you bought the cars, you bought the watches, your the bags, the shoes, whatever it is, you've bought all that stuff. You've been on trips, you've traveled, you have nice food, you have, pretty much whatever you want. Anything beyond that, the only way you really gain fulfillment is from helping others. Pay people, pay their bill. You drive through a drive-through line and get the people behind you. Or you see somebody that's struggling, and has multiple kids at the counter, and they're counting change. You just pay for their stuff. That's the cool part about a lot of the things that people are going to have the opportunity to do on the other side of this, and hopefully you pay it forward and help somebody else and brighten their life, because of all the blessings that God has given you. So again, I don't know if that's what you were looking for, but that's the answer I got for you tonight. With Stan 143 says, Old Glory is asking for a home address as physical business address. Won't use registered agent. Does this pose issues with privacy policy, other banks' requirements? Other banks will require the same thing. They're gonna want a mailing address that you're gonna be able to receive mail at. That's not public information, right? It's gonna be retained by the bank. So for anonymity's purpose, you should still be fine. If you really wanted to lock that down, you could get a virtual office in Wyoming or whatever state your LLC is registered in. I'm assuming it's registered in Wyoming based on the conversation and the context of what we talk about most of the time here. But if that's the case, you could just it's a couple $100, $200-300 for a registered agent, or sorry, not a registered agent, but a virtual office there in Wyoming. That is something that we are looking to add